Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back. This is part 2 of the video. So that was my neighbor Kyle. I actually haven't talked to him in probably a year. He's my next door neighbor too. Uh, I work like a dog. Like I said, I work like a dog. He works like a fucking dog, and we never see each other because I'll get home at like 7 p.m. and stuff like that, and he gets home at like the same fucking time. We're both tuckered the fuck out. We both go right to bed. He's like, I think 30, 35 or something. He's got an '04 WRX that is, oh, it's such a nice car. It makes me miss my '05 WRX. Yeah, he's an absolute homie. I love that man. I gave him a firework one day that was a 15-shot firework, and he shot it on the front lawn at like 6 p.m. in the middle of summer. It was just daytime like this. All you hear is pew, 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 pew. And yeah, we were just getting fucking wasted. I had my friends over, he had his friends over, and I was just like, he was sitting outside, I was sitting outside. I was like, yo, you want to have some fun right now? And he was like, fucking rights, I do. So that's my neighbor Kyle. Back to what I was saying though, my mental health. So with cannabis, I started developing symptoms of psychosis and all of that stuff. And if you know what psychosis is, it's very... Oh, that thing sounded sweet. It's very similar symptoms to things like schizophrenia and stuff like that. And, well, I started experiencing psychosis symptoms when I was a kid from smoking cannabis, and that's why I took a break. I stopped. I didn't think I was ever going to smoke again, and well, I ended up starting again 3 years later because I wanted to see if it would still happen. And well, now I've learned a lot more of the kind of things that I was going through and dealing with from other people that I've talked to, friends, coworkers that have had the same shit go on. And they've all just told me like they've stopped smoking, and they're way happier. They feel good about themselves. They have no issues anymore. No more hearing shit in their head. Like, my thing with me is I went to my mom's, and I hadn't been smoking for a while, and so... Oh, that's some warm water. It's been sitting in my truck all day in the 25-degree sun, 35-degree truck on the inside. Ugh. Anyways, though, I was talking to a bunch of coworkers that had the same stuff, and they just kind of told me they stopped doing it and they didn't have any symptoms anymore. And they've been happy and fine ever since. And so I just kind of started taking their advice. And pretty much, I wasn't hearing like voices talking to me and stuff like that. I love music. I love fucking music. I've always been crazy passionate about music. I love heavy metal. That's always like, if I could listen to one genre for the rest of my life, that's what it would be. But I listen to everything. I listen to absolutely everything. So, yeah. And for example, Welcome to the Jungle. We all know the song. Everyone probably enjoys it. And everyone knows it's overplayed as fuck. So anyways, one day I was, just as an example, because this is a true example, I was listening to it when I was driving home or to work, and then I got home, I ripped my Puffco pretty fucking hard, and the song, like sections of the song would just be playing in my head, and I wouldn't actually have control. Like, you know when you have a song stuck in your head, and like you can still stop it, or like you'll get distracted and it'll go away? Well, I would be watching TV and stuff, and it would still be playing. It would still be playing in my head. And I first experienced this when I went to my mother's and took a bong rip for the first time in a little bit, because I wasn't able to smoke on my property anymore, so I couldn't really use my glass pieces. So I decided to bring one on my adventure to mom's, and I got off the plane, got to hers, and I was like, fuck, I want to take a bong rip. It's like 9 p.m. I'm tired. Had a beer. And that night specifically was really, really an aggressive feeling of this like kind of psychosis moment. It was the first time it had happened since my last time when I was hearing sirens in my fucking head when I was trying to sleep that night. And well, it scared the shit out of me because I was like, fuck, like, is this really going to happen again? And stuff like that. And, well, yeah, that's just kind of why I had to give it up. It just, once it started again, it didn't stop. Once again, I've been smoking consistently and heavily for, like, chronically for 2 years, over 2 years. And, like, you guys see, I used to post, like, a bong rip every hour, 30 minutes on my fucking Instagram story. Like, I would smoke a lot of fucking weed. I would pop the whole bowl, I'd fill it to the brim, I'd overstuff it and stuff. Like, I smoked a fucking lot. And you couldn't tell because I was so good at cleaning my bongs, because I used the same bong system, like bong cleaning system, that every fucking weed tuber and stoner YouTuber uses, like Raw G420, Eric Kahn. They all use the same fucking shit, and it's Zep heavy duty degreaser and bong plugs. They look like butt plugs, but they're for fucking bongs. And you fill it to the top. You put the plug in, you fill it to the top, and you let it sit. You have enough pieces, you'll always have a clean piece. I never smoked out of dirty pieces. Every day I would have a different piece to smoke out of. So that's why people sometimes would think you don't smoke that much because your pieces are so clean. No, I smoked too much where my pieces would get clogged in a day if I didn't clean them. So that's why. And well, in that whole 2.5 years that I was chronically smoking, never had music playing in my head, none of that stuff. Like, I was high like a normal person. And, well, like, a couple months ago, like 5 months ago, probably, when the second last video that I released, when I got a bunch of hash for my Puffco. When I got that stuff, I had my bong with me, and that was actually the day that it started happening again. And so it's really shitty because I enjoy cannabis so much, but my mental health is so much more important to me. It should be more important to someone because, you know, at the end of the day, it's your it's your sanity, it's your health. And, you know, if I was able to smoke weed again and never have issues, I would 1,000% do it. I'm not saying don't go smoke weed. It's bad for you. I'm not fucking saying that. My whole channel is based on it. But it's just simply the fact that me as a person, I was having issues with it. And I have come to realize that, and I have stopped. And, yeah, it's shitty, but at the end of the day, I know I made the right choice, and I'm happy with my decision. I gave my Puffco Did you go out? Fuck. That's a first. It's probably because I was talking to my neighbor for so long, I got distracted. He likes to come and sit here too. I'm not far from my house. I'm just smoking my cigar across the street because I can't smoke on the property anymore. I think we're in the clear. I think she's going again. But anyways, this obviously is going to affect my YouTube channel. If I do continue to make YouTube videos, which I would like to, it's not something I don't want to stop. My only issue is now I'm kind of having a hard time finding what I want to make content on. And obviously my content, it's already slimmed itself out because I haven't been posting in months. But I still want to make videos. Some of you know, most of you don't know, but I love cars. I'm madly in love with cars. I've owned like 7 or 8, and I'm 21, so I've had a lot. And I wanted to get a project car for a long time because I've already owned most of them. But now that I've been like officially living on my own and stuff like that for over a year, it's really hard for me to actually afford one and fund it. Like if I wanted to buy a project car, it would take me like up to 5 years to even be able to finish it. And like some people enjoy that, but I don't. I would like to be able to finish it within like 2 years max. Like my friend Keegan, he LS swapped his early 2000 Chevy S10. Chevy S10s have 4.3s in them. It's a 6-cylinder motor. So he put an LS in it. It runs and drives. I'm very, very proud of you, Keegan. Very fucking proud of you. But, you know, it took him 2-ish years pretty much to this point where he's at. And he's done it and it runs and drives. But, like, there's obviously some things he wants to do still. But he doesn't pay bills like I do. And so it's hard for me to dedicate real money into a project car when I can't fucking afford it. So one day when I'm making more money, it would be wonderful. But for now, actually, I bought a motorcycle. Ugh, I just inhaled rough cigar smoke. I bought a 1980 Yamaha DT125 Enduro. So it's a 2-stroke bike. It's a 125cc bike. It's an Enduro. It was road registered and road legal. I've made it since then not road legal because I don't have my motorcycle license. I don't really care to get one. I might eventually, I don't know though. But I bought this thing because I wanted a project that can actually fuel. I'll go through the list of everything I've done in a minute. But a motorcycle versus a car, it's a smaller object. Cars, there's a lot more to fix and repair and maintain. Whereas a motorcycle, there's less. It's a smaller thing in general. It's like a lawnmower compared to a fucking vacuum. Vacuum, it's a lot smaller and simpler. Whereas a lawnmower, it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit more complicated. So when it comes to the bike that I bought, I bought it for $480. It ran and drove when I bought it. It's manual, and it's a sweet little ripper. It's got a gauge and everything on it. Like it's fully road legal, so like it's got everything a road legal bike has. But I've taken all of the. I got a new headlight for it, but I took all like the indicators and shit off. They don't work anyways, and I don't care to rewire the whole thing. I kind of wanted to make it a little off-road ripper. So here's my list of things. I'm going to try and remember all of it for you guys. But if this is something that you guys would like to see, and if this is something that you guys would like to see me do and work on, comment down below, because I would fucking love to film this stuff. I probably will anyways if you guys don't, because not going to lie, this video is not meant to be 2 parts, but I didn't think my neighbor was going to park right in front of me and smoke across the street and then realize it was me and then come talk to me for 20 minutes. Kyle, if you watch this, I'm not shitting on you. I was very happy you came and talked to me. We haven't talked in way too long, and he's going to help me work on my motorcycle too, because he actually just got his mom's old motorcycle from when she was 18. So I actually saw him get that bike, and it motivated me to get my bike. So thank you for telling me you can help me, Kyle, because I do have quite a bit of work still to go. So anyways, it runs and drives. There was a bunch of shit missing, and here's everything I've replaced. So we put one, it was a pretty small bike. Like for me, it's a comfortable bike. I'm a small guy. I'm 5'6". I'm not big. So a motorcycle that's like a 125, it is a smaller bike. It's still road legal though, so it's like it's not tiny. It's not like a Grom bike. It's bigger than a Grom bike, a lot bigger than a Grom bike. It's 218 pounds dry, 238 pounds wet. So it's still a bigger bike, but I've replaced the seat on it because the saddle was so fucking ripped up and banged up and gross. So we got a new saddle for the bike. I took the handlebars off and I got monkey bars for it. It's going to be like a little off-road vintage chopper thing that I'm going for. It's just kind of a mukbang of a bunch of different shit that I like, and it looks pretty sick right now. Everyone that's seen it, they all agree it looks fucking badass. I'm going to paint the gas tank. I'm going to airbrush it so it looks nice and sparkly. I was going to do a cherry red with a metallic finish to it, so it's got that twinkle to it. And then I was actually going to buy another seat because I want the seat to be brown because I think the brown would complement the red super, super nicely. So I'm going to get all the metals painted on it. I'm going to do it all myself. That'll be a really fun video to film. Mr. Joden will probably help me with that because I'm going to use his air gun. And I have ordered a lot of stuff on Amazon. I've been able to find a lot of shit on Amazon. And I'm not going to lie, it's an old bike. Things on Amazon for this thing are better quality than the shit that was originally on it. So I bought a new carburetor, air filter. They're both Nibby. Nibby is a racing company, so it's same size injector and everything, or injector ports and out ports on it. I don't know the exact terminology for them. I'm still newer to bikes, you guys. I know everything about cars, but I don't know that much about motorcycles. So this has been a learning curve for me. But I changed my rear suspension out. I need to get new tires for it. My rear suspension, though, oh my god, it looks super good on the bike. But, well, it's not a but. This is a positive but. It actually made the bike taller. So I got my girlfriend to help me actually put the suspension on because we had to. I pulled the old rear suspension out, and the new suspension was a lot bigger, so we actually had to pry the bike up and hold the wheel on the ground and lift it's like a little handle behind the seat. So we like lifted it, she lifted it while I fucking bashed that shit in. So the suspension's in, it looks super good, made the bike bigger, so it actually fits me perfectly, where if it was any bigger, I would actually be on my tippy toes. This thing is inside my house, by the way. This is the only reason I wanted a motorcycle, is because I could actually work on it properly and have a safe place to store it. So I did my suspension. I put monkey bars on it. I put almost $1,000 worth of aftermarket parts on this thing. I got a new accelerator cable. I need to get a new clutch cable. I got a new brake cable. I got new grips and accelerator grip. Some grips don't have the accelerator bit, so I had to get ones that specifically did. I might need to get new housing for the accelerator because it doesn't really fit inside comfortably. Or I might have to do some custom fabrications to it. The exhaust, I have a bunch of steel that I stole from my job site that was in the garbage, so I didn't steal it. I just took what was free. And that shit is going to pretty much replace the muffler on it, so we're going to do a nice straight pipe on the bike. It's going to be fucking loud, but it's not going to be ridden that much. And when we do ride it, it's going to be at Mr. Joden's ranch, so we're gonna have the space to do it where no one's going to complain about it. And putting that aside, like I said, I need to get new tires for it. I bought a new headlight for it. I don't know if I'm actually going to wire it in correctly to make it work, because the wiring harness on this bike is pretty fucked. I might need to rewire the whole thing in general. But putting that aside, this bike, since it's an enduro bike and is a road legal motorcycle, and it's a 2-stroke, it has an oil reservoir and an oil pump on it. So what that stuff does is it premixes the oil into your fuel for you. So you don't need to bring premix with you when you're riding. And every time you pull the accelerator, there was another cable that would go into the oil pump, give a little shot of oil into your fuel. So that's how that worked, I removed all of that because I don't trust the 1980s technology that has been sitting on this bike since the 1980s. So I'd rather pre-mix my own stuff. Simply just because I think it'll last longer, the vehicle itself. I think if I know the exact ratio that's going into it every single time, I can customize it to what I want. Whereas that pump was giving me a number that I didn't know. So it could overfuel it, it could underfuel it. I don't fucking know. It might not even fuel it at all. So that's all gone. I got rid of that. The bike is a lot cleaner looking now. It's a little bit lighter because that pump was about a pound. The oil reservoir with oil in it was probably a pound as well, so we're probably sitting at 216 pounds now, which is sweet. Fuck, what else have I done? It's a good question. Honestly, I've been picking away at this thing for over a month now, and it's been fun. I've been enjoying it, but yeah, I'm getting close to the end of my cigar. Usually the rule is a 3-finger length. So I have that much left, but I really only have that much left. So yeah, I'm doing better in life, guys. I'm happy. I've cleaned my act up for my mental health sake and just for my own darn fucking sake. I can't just keep saying my mental health. If I did it for my own fucking sake, I didn't need to stop drinking. I could have kept doing it, but I stopped for my own fucking sake. The cannabis was for my mental health. I would love to smoke a joint right now. I said to Kyle, I'm probably gonna honestly leave most of that footage from Kyle coming up. I'm probably gonna leave it in the video. That's why there's a part 2. But I said that I smoked weed earlier because he'd offered me the joint. I didn't know what else to say. I haven't smoked cannabis in like 6 days now. This has been a recent thing that I have quit, and back to what I was actually originally saying, my Puffco. My Puffco I gave to my mother when she came and visited a couple days ago. And I told her to throw it in a garbage, that I won't be able to find it. I couldn't get myself to do it. That object was $400, and I had spent $138 on top of that because I broke the glass piece a while ago. So it was out of commission for 2 months. And after $138, I got another glass piece for it sent by Puffco. Thank you guys, by the way. There was a bit of a miscommunication with them, so they sent me a new one because it didn't come in the mail, and I was very angry about it. So yeah, that thing was it was $538 on the dot. That's how much I fucking paid for that thing. And it's expensive. Very worth it. If I was to ever be able to smoke cannabis again, that would be my go-to. That is a beautiful device. It's great. But at the end of the day, I couldn't get myself to throw it out. It was too heartbreaking for me. That device is just, it saved me so much stress, money, trouble, everything. It's been nice. I cut back using that device. I'd put little crumbs in that fucking thing so I would bring my tolerance down, and then not smoking actual bud. Oh my god, I would get so fucking high, you guys. Like, so fucking high. And, yeah, so that thing is gone. Really sad because I wanted to get the limited edition green ones that they came out with. I guess I can't buy that now, which is fine. But all my bongs, the High Daily Show, we will start putting guns and stuff on this channel. The Outdoor Daily Show, I'm probably not going to continue, simply because there isn't going to be cannabis on this channel anymore. I want to make that very clear. There will not be cannabis on this channel anymore. So if you watch my videos because you like me and my content, thank you. If you watch my videos just because I smoke weed, well, I'm sorry, but the weed's not going to be in the videos anymore. So I'll put there's not going to ever be hunting and stuff on this channel. I don't think I'm honestly going to film that stuff, just my personal life at that point. I'll work on my motorcycle. I'll work on my truck and stuff. I have a few things I need to do to this bitch. I'll shoot guns and stuff on here. Just do kind of vlogs and stuff, what I'm doing on my weekend and shit. If I get Adobe back on my computer, I will start editing my videos. I'm not going to go as crazy in depth as I was before because it was taking a lot of my free time away. And that's one of the reasons my last relationship ended, was because I wasn't giving this motherfucker my attention enough. So she got mad. Whereas my new girlfriend, she actually asked why I stopped and why don't I continue doing it. She's very supportive of me, and I'm very happy that I have her in my life. She's one of the reasons I was able to quit cannabis. She's one of the reasons I've been able to put drinking aside for only weekends now. And like, water's been my best fucking friend, as usual, when I'm smoking bud. But now, like, I genuinely only drink water in the weekday. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you. So if you do see this video, thank you. You're probably not going to get this far into it, but thank you, because I feel healthier. I feel like a better person. I also bought a kayak, so I'll probably go on little kayak adventures with you, do some fishing and shit. We're going to do very similar stuff to what I was already doing on the channel, like camping videos and all that. Fucking rights, buddy. We're going to be doing all of that stuff. You know, it's just my channel where I just live my life and be happy. That's all this place is for me. So, yeah, all of the content that I wasn't really showing on here will all be on here now, and not the Outdoor Daily Show. That channel I'm probably just going to leave, and I'll never get a video posted on it again. But, because that channel as well was meant to be with my friends, Mateo and Joden, or Mr. Escobar, as you guys know. Those two were meant to help me with that channel. They don't, so I'm not going to bother doing it. They never bring it up anyways, so I'm just going to stick to my own stuff from now on. But she went out again. That's really unfortunate. I'm honestly done with it anyways, so I'm quite surprised that actually kept going out. I really thought I was hitting it enough. Usually, cigars, you don't have to hit them as much as like a cigarette and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been getting into cigars. I ordered myself a humidor from Amazon. If you don't know what that is, a humidor is simply just an object that you keep these in and keeps them humidified, because this box that I bought is dry as shit. I was quite disappointed because I did spend $135 on them, so I was pretty disappointed, but they're still good. I still like a good cigar every now and then. I was meant to leave these as more special occasion things, but these are pretty shitty cigars, and I'm probably going to get a better box eventually, so I'm going to smoke these when I want, because they're really not that great. Like, it's a smoke. It's a nice, pleasant smoke. I like relaxing, but I've had way more quality cigars. Or maybe from now on, I'll just buy individuals, and then we'll get like a couple different ones. And like, yeah, I'll do some cigar reviews and shit like that too. A lot of you guys don't care for tobacco. I don't care. This is my channel. I was also, I'm going to throw this in the truck bed. I've also been thinking about, nicotine, like I said, has been very hard for me to stay away from, just being in construction and stuff like that. So I've been thinking about starting my own e-liquid. I've been thinking about making my own e-liquid because there's 3 ingredients for it. Vegetable glycerin, and then the glycol stuff, and then nicotine. And, well, there's technically 4, because then flavoring too. So nicotine and flavoring. So that stuff all something I've been interested in, and I think it might be fun if I started making my own juice, because I could sell it, I can use it myself, and I think it just might be fun. I honestly think it just might be fun. So yeah, that might be something I'll do every now and then, if you guys care to see that stuff. It's still pretty much going to be an 18+ channel. Like, my content, I do a lot of stupid shit on here. You know, I don't recommend doing what I'm doing, but like, At the same time, there's not going to be as much of like there's not going to really be smoking and stuff on here anymore. Every now and then you might see me with a beer or something. It was the weekend, or I might be smoking a cigar. That's hence why this channel will stay 18 plus, because I am strict with that. Like, I don't like younger kids watching shit like that. I was a kid that watched shit like that, and they would say the exact same thing, so I'm pretty much just mimicking what they're fucking saying, because I kind of have to. But, yeah, that was really my video. It was a longer one. Thank you guys for watching if you did get to part 2 and finished it. None of you probably did, but that's okay. Yeah. Stay tuned for more content. I might start uploading more raw footage just so I can get in the habit of uploading again and actually enjoying it, because when I was making footage on my DSLR, I enjoyed it a lot. When I was filming the smoke sessions in the 96 Civic that I owned, that I always hotbox my bong when the channel first started, the hotbox car, that was all raw footage, and it really got me into YouTube. And I feel like just with the 6 to 8 hour video editing sessions that I was doing, it kind of killed the fun in YouTube for me. I don't have someone to edit my videos. Even if I did have someone, I actually do have someone to edit my videos that I could pay. I really could. But at the same time, I don't know if that person will edit them to the way I want it to be edited. So that's also why I just kind of like doing it myself, is just because I like my content made the way I want it to be. So thank you guys for watching. I hope someone maybe smoked a cigar with me, because that was a pretty bad cigar. I'm not gonna lie, I've smoked a way better shit than that. I think it was dry as the fucking Sinai Desert, but it was still pretty good. It was still pretty enjoyable, I can't lie. I can always enjoy a good cigar. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evenings. I'm going to upload this right now because I don't have to edit it. It's one thing I miss about YouTube and raw footage. So, yeah. I'm going to stop rambling. Thanks for watching, you guys, and yeah, I'll see you next time.